eat some popcorn. Go watch Jim Cramer get mad at things, right? If we get 4K, we'll pop back a sip of Kraken. It's gonna be a sip. It's gonna be a sip, right? It's Monday. We gotta be good boys and girls. But I'll pop back and we'll give a nice cheers and toast as per the usual for a Trace Trades live stream. Appreciate all of you guys immensely. To all 3,700 of you watching, it does mean the world to me that you took the time to come hang out with your neighbors, your brothers and sisters, and to listen to some freaking 24-year-old jabroni talk about stocks and different various topics. Give me a W. W! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got you. We got the lamp off and on. Looks like this is coming back up to test out some different levels. We're sitting at about $29.50 or so right now, $29.45. The 5-minute candle's trying to come back up and test out that VWAP, volume at average price. If you don't know what that is, the VWAP is the average price which anybody has bought stock today. Looking at the total volume on the day so far, you're looking at about 25 million total shares, so it's another decently heavy volume day. Kind of continuing on this overall trend of volume picking up and a reversal pattern being likely. Not too bad. Let's shoot past 31. That's always the goal, right? It's always the goal is to go up and not down. That is always the goal. Oh, man. I wonder what the heck Astro's up to. I might shoot him a text real quick and let him know I'm on. I'm live, my dude. I'll let him know. Lines! You know what I haven't done yet? Is this. Man, I am just rusty. Rusty McFuck. Gotta get these lines on the chart because this is a very important part of TA, technical analysis, is making sure that you've got arrows on the chart. And guys, right as I drew the arrow, we got a 5-minute candle to break back up over green lines.
Let's go.
Oh man, I tell you what, I don't write the rules. I don't write them. I abide. You simply are a pawn in the scheme of the game, trying to push along. Just get a little push back up. We'll see if it ends up getting it. It's testing out that volume at average price right now, the VWAP, this yellow indicator. Break over that could very fast and quickly and bigly bring us back up to that $30 range. Push slong. Need some Kamehameha candles. Yeah, that's an illegal TA right there. Bigly? We need the limp noodle. Oh, yeah. That's the problem. I gotta show you guys limp noodle again. The hood chart. The most bearish of patterns possible. That is some rough stuff. Max pays $28. Yeah, so let's look at the options chain really quick, right? 23 December is this week's expiration of options. And perhaps the best way to look at all this stuff is to first come over to Stonko Tracker. This keeps track of call options and puts on AMC. So if you want to track all this stuff, it is available to you right here. But for this week's expiration, you've got 125,000 out the money for calls, 21,000 in the money, and then 87,000 out the money for puts right now. You can also check out Max Payne AMC. Just Google this here really quick and check this out. Max Payne. You get an idea of where Payne really truly is for a lot of these different tickers. AMC volume chart maturity, AMC open interest chart maturity. It'll give you different values and numbers. So stock price right now is $29.42. The Max Payne is $28. Highest call is $85. Highest puts $20. Yada, yada, yada. The Max Payne theory comes from essentially where are the most calls or puts that can run in the money. This goes both ways, right? Let's just remember that. Max Payne, how market makers lose is if there's too much volatility, right? They live in a perfect dream world when there's calls and puts being traded, but a stock is trading sideways. So 28 being the Max Payne right now would indicate to you that there's likely quite a bit of open interest on that specific open interest. 3,749, you've got 11,000 right here, you've got 10,000 right here. This can change on a day-to-day basis, but as of right now, for all the calls that are in the money, that's the second highest. Actually the highest would be at $25. Well, that's a big ask, right? Unless you got Kenny G over here. This is obviously an opinion. No legal statements, no legally binding statements being made here. But unless Kenny G decides to push the price down back to 24 bucks. 28 is currently that Max Payne, so that's probably going to be the hard level to watch for unless we really get some decent moves above this supply zone up into that 30s range. We will wait and see how she goes. A Trey live stream, how do we ever get so lucky, says Mike. No, it's more like how did you get so unlucky? You get to listen to some freaking weeb just yell at monitor for a good couple hours. Lacking, cracking. When we get to 4K, I got you, man. When we get to 4K, you already know how it goes. I saw that 85 call and realized there are more bigger degenerates than me. God. Yeah. You know, there's 13,000 damn near open interest on this 85 strike. I'm not a Debbie Downer, right? I'm not here to tell you it's not going to happen. What I will tell you is I wouldn't make that bet. I would not for a single second make that bet for Thursday. That's some degen stuff right there. That is maximum level degen. And to each their own. I mean, if you want to do that, feel free, but I just think you're gambling your money away. DTE, days to expiration, is a very important thing to watch if you do play calls, right? Just be mindful. It's okay to pay extra premium, to have more leeway in terms of expiration if you do play calls. If you don't, you're just like holding stock, do your own thing. But you're basically just, you're day trading at that point, AMC, if you're buying these super, super short expirations. If that's what you want to do, you do you. I don't talk about that on my channel, right? That's not, when I do TI on the stock, I'm looking very long-term in terms of where I want this thing to go. And this is a long-term break. This is a very good macroscopic long-term break of this month-long downtrend. You got to bounce off of that month-long downtrend, waiting to get a break back up over this supply zone, starting at about $30.80 or so. And guys, I'll tell you what, I got to take a piss, so I'm probably going to do that. I don't think I can legally get away with doing that on stream. So what I'm going to do here really quick is I'll pop on a song for you. This is a song that I did not write, but I was a piece of. Many have heard it, many have not. Who knows? You guys are all doing your own thing. But I will play it because this is heavily requested. It is not a dead cat. While I play it for you, I'm going to go take a leaky weeky, baby.
Leaky weeky.
Stream on a stream. That's some good stuff.
I like it.
There you go.
This song hits hard. This song hits so hard.
Today, my friends and family, my fellow Gorilla Gang, we're back again to give you a little more of an update on ticker symbol AMC. This is not a dead cat. Not a dead cat. This is not a dead cat. 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 This is not a dead cat. Not a dead cat. Not a dead cat. We got a George W. apartment here. Not a dead cat. Hope you guys like that. Not a cat, not a cat, not a cat. This is not a cat, not a cat, not a cat, not a dead cat, not a cat, not a cat, not a cat. This is not a cat, not a cat, not a cat, not a cat, not a cat. This is not a cat, not a cat, not a dead cat, not a cat, not a cat. George W. The big fat, you know what it is, George W. Decent. Decent.
I agree.
To influence you in your selling, it's just to talk about facts.
What's happening?
What the? Oh,
What was that?
I guess this guy's live. Tony DeNaro. I am a great degen and I stir my drinks with a knife.
Jack Wolf out of SOPA. I think that's a good call, Jack.
A stream within a stream within a stream
Pops
within a
back
stream.
up later in the day as they sometimes do. Squeeze price minimum. Nope, we don't talk about that on
You listen to
this
this guy for a
channel.
bit?
Unfortunately,
Ooh, he
I know a
missed.
lot of people want to know my thoughts on that. I'll be here with you when it happens. We'll be watching the run-up. We'll be talking about the short interest, and well, speaking of which, I'll pull up Vortex again.
Crush
We'll be
ramen.
watching
No,
the halts,
Of course.
because there will be halts, I can assure you. Those are going to be the key moments. But I am not going to talk about when I sell. I'm not going to ever suggest to you when you should sell. You need to know that yourself. Wow, no action on AMC today. And I'm not going to be the one that you come back and say, he told me to hold till 10,000 and it only got to 5,000. I'm making up numbers here. But
Wow.
you can go back and yell at other people if they make you a bag holder. It's not going to be done on this channel. It literally could go to any price if everybody held and never sold, and the institutions never sold, and there's 10 billion synthetics, all these things that I can't, I'll never be able to figure those out because it's all guesswork. I've seen all the guesswork, but everybody's just guessing.
This is an important question, guys.
Since I don't know the exact
This is an
answers to
important
those things, I do rely on facts. And since I don't have the answers to those, I can't make those predictions accurately for you guys. I just know the more synthetics there are, the higher it will go. The longer we hold, the higher it will go. Unless,
Come on,
guess what,
baby.
they come up and chop off our legs with another illegal turning off the buy
We
button.
need to know. We need to know.
Trace Trade says, do I eat my ramen crushed in a glass of water or in microwave form? Let's see. Scarlett buys the ramen tray, and welcome, if this is the real tray. If this is the real tray, give us the secret password tray. If we have ramen, she buys the little ramen bowls, the little foam bowls, and so we put water in them. And yes, there have been ramen days in the Gennaro household, no doubt. There's been porterhouse days and ramen days. We take them as they
This is
come.
a synthetic trade.
She always says, "You always act like you're poor." And I'm like, "Well, it was a down day in the market. Don't look at the Fidelity account. That's imaginary money. What's in the checking account right now? $5? Well, we're poor today. So ramen it is. Ramen and a glass of wine." Annie says, "You are the best." Thank you, Annie. Appreciate that.
There we go.
Delkin,
The secret password
hopefully I
is
said
secret
your name right.
password.
Thank you for all your great work.
Password is
It
correct.
is
There you
the
go.
thrill of the chase.
Obviously.
Trey, another question for Trey. Hopefully you and Matt saw my my post on Twitter or the ape push-up challenge, the combo challenge. Let's do a challenge, a three-way challenge. How many pull-ups immediately followed by push-ups can be done, and can a 54-year-old ape compete against two young apes, Trey and Matt, especially one that is highly trained in the military? I think that would be a fun little challenge to do. Let me know if you guys agree.
All right.
Scott Wolford
This is
says,
interesting.
"Tony, I expect you
This
to
is
be no
interesting.
BS, just the facts." What is going
Combo
on, Scott?
pull-up
Thank you
push-up
for that.
contest.
Pam,
Okay.
what is going on? Pam says, "Love you, Trey." Thank you, Pam, for your views also on my channel. Trey's everywhere, guys. Pam, Javi, thank them for all of their work. So many of you guys.
I'll say this
I've
right
seen
now.
Other folks live
I will
streams,
win
I
that
do
push-up
check in
challenge.
on all of the
I'm gonna
other
see if I can
YouTube
add myself
content
to it.
creators as much as I can, and I do see you guys there. Thank
All
you.
right. That's my tune-in. I gave my reply. We're gonna get back to it. Hey, that was a sign, though, right? If YouTube right after Night of the Cat puts on Tony DeNaro, I suppose that means you should probably watch a little bit of Tony DeNaro. Yeah, my physician will be fine. He'll be fine. My cardiologist, actually, this is some good news. I've actually been very happy with the way that a lot of this medical stuff has been going the last month or two, because I've had so many freaking L's. I've taken so many L's with my eyes, with my heart, with blah blah blah. finally getting some good stuff. So my left eye, the inflammation's low enough that they might be able to do surgery on it soon, which is actually pretty huge. I'm happy about that because that's been almost 4 years in the works now. Getting my eyes to the point in which they can remove the scar tissue, remove the cataract. I've been dealing with uveitis for 4 years, and it's to the point now where I might get a couple of years of sight back. It's not guaranteed, but it's much, much better than it's been before. And the second thing is the cardiologist told me that I can start light exercise again. So I've been doing 3 push-ups a day, and that's that's a good start. So not too bad, not too bad. Rico's streaming too. You guys want to tune into Rico too?
Tune in to me.
Me and Rico go back and forth on Twitter sometimes. He's funny. He's into Dragon Ball Z. Anyone that likes anime, I don't mind. Yes, no. Rico, how's Medboard? Medboard's coming along. It's a long and tedious process. I'm just trying to document everything, keep paperwork and all that sort of stuff.
He wants to trade his own stream. All right.
You want to trade his own stream? All right. Hey, I'm here for you guys. We are trying to entertain and infotain. That's as simple as it is. Speaking of which, we'll give you guys a brief update on this. I'm not going to spend more than 5 seconds on it, but I know people are going to ask. Short interest is up just minutely, right? Very, very marginal. Nothing really worth talking about here right now. 20.26% in case you're just tuning in. It's where the short interest is based on 85% of the exchange reported data, but my favorite anime, I'm really, really excited for Attack on Titan's final season to come out in January. That's probably one of my top 3. In terms of nostalgia, I mean, Dragon Ball is hard to beat, but I wouldn't say it's top 3. But nostalgia is number 1, for sure. I think Death Note's pretty decent. I've watched that a few times. Dr. Stone is one that I don't see a lot of people talk about, but I think is underrated. I like Dr. Stone quite a bit. It's about a scientist who's stuck. He basically was frozen in time for a very, very, very long time, and all of humanity basically gets wiped out. Civilization gets wiped out.
Right
For
now?
millions of years, he's frozen in stone, and he eventually unfreezes and has to basically rebuild human civilization. Pretty wild.
You're kidding me.
It's fucking unfortunate, dude.
Demon Slayer? Oh yeah, of course. Demon Slayer's funny. Demon Slayer's really good. The movie was heartbreaking. Oh my gosh. That was brutal. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter is also good. I was a firm green on the day. That's insane. Wow.
That's really unfortunate.
Hell of a bounce.
It is. I'm sorry, dude.
Hell of a bounce.
I
How's the spy sitting right now?